everyone. Muted myself by accident instead of the music. Happy Saturday to you all. Hope you're having a good one so far. I'm still getting myself set up here. That'll take just a minute. Do I have my first heavy tool yet? Oh, that was from last week, but no. Oh, wow, you guys have been chatty this morning. Afternoon. Or it might be morning. I don't know. Wherever you are. Let's get Farthest Frontier. Okay, for some reason the game is not picking up on OBS. Why are you doing this to me, game? Well, let's just boop over to the main screen so you can see what I am currently fighting with. Namely, a big black screen. Farthest Frontier. Properties. It is capturing a specific window. Let's close that and then try that again. Game capture, Farthest Frontier dot specific window, that. Because I did change the settings earlier from full screen, where it wasn't really alt-tabbing very well, to window full screen, and it doesn't seem to like that. So I might have to go back to full screen, in which case I'll do that once I have everything else actually set up. Currently sorting out the camera. Wow, talk about delayed reaction. Doesn't usually take that long. And then fit to screen. Aha! Good. Oh, it's because I wasn't actually clicked onto the game. Ha! Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. Fair enough. And YouTube is already going, which means I'll need to cut out the miracle of sound. Because apparently the don't stream this didn't take. And finally, Carnita, happy birthday. I know I said it in chat already, but I thought I'd say it in person. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a good one so far. YouTube. Trying to get YouTube chat up. Content. Live. New game. Farthest Frontier. I thought I'd change that title. I know I said it in chat already. In fact, I'm fairly sure that I did. Oh, I did on Twitch, but not on YouTube. Okay. Fine, that's on me. Can't be bothered to change it. Too odd that I should be watching someone stream games, but hey, once a nerd, always goofy. Heck yeah! No age limit, having a good time. Precisely. Getting through all of chat. Okay, cool. So, Farthest Frontier. We are going to hit the continue button because I think that this should just load the game from last time. I was really tempted to play some more Farthest Frontier during the week. But ultimately ended up getting War Tales instead. Started that last night. It was pretty good. I was enjoying it. But I don't think I'll stream that one. I remember I streamed it before and it was fun, but it's really slow. Will I be doing an EU4 game before EU5? Because I think you should. Very unlikely. No, I don't think so. The only possible one that I would do would be Anbanar, but even that, unlikely. Because we're actually getting pretty surprisingly close to release. Have they announced a release date for War Tales yet? I was looking at this yesterday. I forgot to check that. More fails. What? Yes. To be announced. Okay, so no. However, Farthest Frontier does full release in October, doesn't it? How far away is that now, I wonder? Let's take a quick look. Farthest Frontier release date. 23rd of October. Okay, so it's still about a month away. And yes, I'm fighting off a little bit of a cold at the moment, or rather the tail end of one. So excuse me if I mute every now and then. Have to blow my nose and stuff. We have no music. Why do we have no music and sound? Let's turn that on. That will be why. Do we now? We have sound effects, but no music. Alright, so we do have sounds. I may turn those down again a little bit later on. So, I need to just spend a second reminding myself what the heck was going on. Okay, now we have music. So, we have our population spreading this way. That's because down here we have our industrial area. There's a little spot of iron here that we're trying to get rid of. Ah, yes, we're trying not to encroach too much on the woodland. Although I think that we are probably ultimately going to have to over here. So this forager with all the berry bushes will probably need to move somewhere else. Do berry bushes need to be in a forest? I kind of feel like the answer to that is no. Whereas hawthorn, well, actually we've cut everything around them down, so maybe not as well. What even is hawthorn? It's a bush of some kind. I find it funny how the Danes and Norwegians unanimously dislike the Swedes. Hey, it goes both ways. Especially towards the Danes. Have I played Mayo and Taxes? Oh yes. It is super in-depth. Stupid in-depth. The lead developer of Mayo and Taxes used to hang out here quite a bit. Gig Owl. Haven't seen him for a while. You can move berry bushes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can move them. I just wasn't sure if they still had to be in a woodland or not. I'm going to assume probably not. Then we got our farms going. We did just expand our farming to include flax. So we have food, flax. The main problem that we are battling with at the moment is a lack of population. Right, and then we also just established our first military unit. Yes, because we had a big wave of immigrants coming in. But we still need more. We definitely still need more. Food supply is okay. Let's go up to 2 speed. I normally play at 3 speed, but I need to remember what the heck I was doing. We have lots of firewood, we have planks, we have stone, we have loads of clay, but I think that's because we bought it in. We have wood. We will ultimately be trying to get iron, but that's still a ways away because we need to be tier 3. I will definitely accept you. We have housing. Nobody's sick. Do we have any bandit camps? There was one down here. Or not. Show on the map. We have wild boar over there and over there. Oh, it's here. There's a bandit camp right there, which is super close to all of this. I was sure that there was one down here somewhere. But I'm not seeing it now. What time of year are we? We are early autumn. Okay. So food supply should be coming in. We still have 5 food. Lots of villagers being born, which is awesome. Yeah, we have loads of children. In fact, we have almost as many kids as we have adults now. Which will put a pretty heavy burden. Oh, well, these are ready to harvest. So, where are my foragers? That is an excellent question. There's one. And you've already got those in your radius. Now, where are the others? We've got one there, which is harvesting this stuff. You are a work camp. Do you have any hunters down here? Oh, dear. That's the compost. Where was it from? That one. There's the hunter. So the hunter is in fact going after those deer. That's good. You've got this area dealt with. We have one here who's dealing with this little woodland. Then we have this one, which is like the main one, which is dealing with all of this. Okay, so yes, we have got food supplies coming in from all of the foraging. We have food supplies coming in from the hunting, and then of course the fields. But I think we only just established the fields. I don't know that they've had a full year yet. One other thing I do want to double check is our flax supplies. We do have flax supplies now. Did we ever get a weaver? I really wish there was a way of like, if I go to resources and then choose the weaver, wherever it is. Does this highlight ones I already have? No. Could have sworn I built one though. Oh, I have 2 basket shops. I don't think I intended to do that. In fact, I'm fairly sure I did not. Ah, here we go. Weaver. So yes, we do have a weaver. There's got to be a better way of finding buildings than this. Is there like a map mode for it? I've got fertility over those. Huh. What's that? Desirability. Goats grazing. Cattle grazing. Speed controls. That's for the military. G, I, F. What's those? I'm looking at this at the moment. Widgets. Oh. Oh! It's people. That's resources. What's this? F5 does something, but it's not doing anything. Oh, you have different levels of selection. Interesting. These are the problems. So, no, I have not seen an overlay. You can open the workers interface that shows the number of buildings and such. Ah! And it does have a zoom.
To be done?
Well, it has a zoom to the people. It doesn't have a zoom to the building. Interesting. Do I not produce soap already? What I did. Probably do getting some rat catchers too. We don't have a chandler for candles. We don't have a soap maker. Well, that's something we probably do want to get. Let's wait here because my labourer count is critically low. I do remember that. We have 10 at the moment. I mean, that's 10. So if we did want to build those things, which are actually up here. Odd. Nope, they're not. There's the candle shop. There's the soap shop. Soap uses tallow, firewood, and herbs, all of which we have. How do you rotate again? Just tabs. Where's our regular supply depot here? Is it you? Yes. Okay. So we'll have soap coming in, which hopefully will increase hygiene. Maybe run a road from the northern residential area down the side of the market and connect to the road there. I mean, down here. We could do that. Then it's the shortcut for roads. It does in fact fit all the way through, so we can do that. Not a bad shout. Alright, so we are now... We're now into the middle of autumn. We are building a shrine, yes, that is true. Which is where a lot of our stone is going, that's fine. We have... Oh, there's all the beans. I was looking at the wrong place. So we have beans, we have mushrooms, we have smoked meat, berries. Beans is definitely going to be the cornerstone of our economy. If we wanted to add some carrots and things, just to add a little bit of extra variety, we would need to build more farms for that. We did get a sand production building, didn't we? Which is a resource thing.
Need anything?
Yes, it is in fact right there. Okay, so we are getting sand, which they are calling ore, but it's definitely not. Which we can then use to sand these areas. But it does cost quite a lot actually to do that. And then if we were wanting to do something like carrots, require even more. It's up to 3. I think we're good now. 3 months of food. 681 vegetables is 3 months. Huh. Village is low on labourers. Yes, thank you. I am well aware of this fact. Stricken with typhoid. We knew that there was a risk of it, and now it has actually happened. We just set up the production for soap. It is in fact going. Red camp attacks my villagers. Which one? Actually, you can't zoom to it, but I'm going to assume it's this one. Combat. Huh. What are you doing out there? Cured. So we cured ourselves of typhoid. Excellent. Oh, some more houses are being upgraded. Is that because we got the shrine? Yes. And we have a priest. So we're down to 7 labourers and 4 builders. Labourers are the people who transport, aren't they? Yes. At least 15 is recommended. Interesting. Labourers harvest resources such as trees and stone. More miscellaneous. Builders also do maintenance. Getting a bunch of homesteads with plenty of planks. So it looks like our wood production with the work camps is now fine. Happiness is rising, which is great. Food supplies, however, are questionable. We are absolutely chomping our way through the vegetables, but we did just get the extra farm area, so we'll see how that balances out. I guess if we have to, we can do more hunting. And we could also potentially clear out the boar site. How many people can work as a hunter? It's just one. Yeah. If we could have like 2 hunters at a time, then maybe we could go after the boar. But right now I'm not sure I'd want to risk that. New year, and we are into late winter. Snows are melting. Spring will soon be here. We still have 2 months of food left. And here come all the farmers. And at any time at the moment, I should have 4 fields of food production going at any time. And population cap has gone up thanks to the upgrades, which is great. Yeah, we are losing food to spoilage. We have you. Who is mostly empty at the moment. At what point can we get a Cooper? Oh, there's tier 4 buildings. Oh, it's the deep lines. Are we able to do it now? I think we are. But where? Get barrels. Farthest. Frontier. Barrels. Produced by the Cooper. Yes. Oh, it's a storage building. It's this one, isn't it? Damn. Oh, because it requires iron. Yeah, I guess for the band. All right. Traders. Yes. So what do you got? Beldar the Peddler is wanting to buy clothing, which we actually have a decent surplus of now. Baskets, shoes, soap, stone. Cheap candles. I think we can probably sell our clothing. And our... No, not the baskets, because I don't know how many reeds we have. We can, however, sell the shoes. And that should make us a decent amount of money, actually. Let's bring you back up to 2 people. Because you got some work to do. Raiders! 2 sets. We can't see them yet. We do have a guard tower over here. Well, let's deploy the army.
Right away!
Oh, what's happening?
Right away!
There they are.
As you command.
You lot going. Well, how many is that? That's a lot. Alright, we probably should rally the local people. But we do have the guard tower right here.
At once.
And I would definitely like to see the guard tower do some shooting. I don't see them through the trees. There they are.
At once.
They retreating. They are. Okay, so we killed... Yeah. How many did we kill there? I have no idea. Quite a few. Yeah, the guard tower did some work. Well, alright then. So, you lot... return to your garrison. You did your work. The army has paid for itself already. Marvellous. Right, meanwhile, in the trading post, the goods are here, so we may as well just go ahead and sell it all. We are actually making some more baskets, so let's sell all of them. Hopefully we'll get some more reeds coming in this time around. We're selling clay, but I don't want clay. Don't think I want any of those items, although grain's relatively cheap. The village was raided. Raid size 12. We killed 9 of them. Damn. Okay. Army did good. Army did very good. How many reeds do we have? Resources and storage. Oh, we have 70. We're fine. We can definitely sell the baskets. Made 1.3 thousand. I'm not spending a lot of money at the moment, so we're good. Crops lost to disease. 9 beans have been lost due to disease and pests. Minimize infestation, rotate the types. We're doing that. These fields are just going to take a little bit of time to really get going. But their fertility should be rising over time. The only one that may not is the flax. Keep maybe 500 in the trading post. I have 1,000 in the bank. Soldiers and guards, 5 each. Enough. I wonder how the army would do against that. I know this tower adds a lot of extra damage. Is the trader just left? Yes. That's fine. 2 new villagers spawned, so we're 123 now. 75 fit workers. And I take it we're on to the second crop now. Excellent. So we got 400, so we get 800. We're getting all of the fruit as well, which is good. So I think we're about stable in terms of food production. And I did see that this sand requirement's gone down. So there is sand being added to this, so your efficiency should go up. Fertility is rising, yours is not. In fact, it's lowering. Well, that's because you haven't had your recovery cycle yet. We'll see how that goes long term. You've been fully sanded now. Hey, Gentis. Nice to see Farthest Frontier. Hope you're having fun. Yeah, I am. I really like this game. It's good. Looking forward to the full release next month. Oh, we're at 15 labourers now. Although the number of builders has gone down to 1. Upgrade 20 shelters to tier 2 in a single settlement. 2 conquests. So what do we need for the next level? We need 200 planks. We have the clay already and the 3,000 ducats and 150 people. So we're getting there. And we have now hit the housing limit for what we were trying to achieve. Water issues? It's a well, right there. Hello. Hello. You should be fine. I do kind of wonder if maybe we should do some more exploring. We have a shrine. Oh, we need a temple for that. There's a bunch of extra resources there and there. Though the boar are currently sitting on those. And yeah, I know the warehouse limit is too low. You're right, we should increase that to 100 now. Oh, sorry, to 200. Let's make it 250. Same with the firewood. And regular wood. Well, no, regular wood, let's just make 150. I don't think we need more than that, really. And if you are still gathering resources, then you really shouldn't. So I think that we are still due one more trader. We only had one this year. Usually there's 2. Nobody's going to bury this person. It's too dangerous. Food supplies got up to 4 again. Looks like you guys are just finishing off the year. %83 fertility. Yeah, fertility in these areas is rising really nicely. So is there something that uses high sandy areas? Yeah, turnips. Ah, but they don't heal the ground in the same way that these do they? Impacts fertility, positive, positive, negative, negative. So no, that doesn't help. So what exactly do these do? Produce weeds and removes rocks. You know what I think we should do? Is probably do 2 clovers. I'll have to change that one next year, but that's fine. Or actually, better yet, better yet. Do that, because I don't think it really matters when in the season they clear the fields. Yeah, I like that one. You can change the clay and sand mix using the arrows and the armor. Yeah, I know. I've done that here. They don't like clover. Or rather, clover doesn't like sandy very much. This one's slowly being increased. 3 months of food. 800 vegetables. We got less berries this time around, I think. I'm somewhat tempted to set up a second hunter over here, because it looks like these deer numbers are just fine. It's kind of unfortunate that we can't go after these. Go after those two. There are foraging things that we could do over there too. Impending blizzard. That's fine. We have loads of firewood. Okay, so now I should be able to remove these. I can. Clover, clover, work. Adding rows to the hunters and the pickers will make them more effective. No, we haven't. We did it to this spot. Yes, okay. Just need to extend this road to you. I think the other one's already connected. I did a decent enough job of that. I do quite like the blizzard because it really does get kind of hard to see what's actually going on the screen, which just feels really immersive. It feels properly blizzardy. Makes me want to look outside and go, oh yeah, I got my curtains closed. Never mind, I can't see if there's actually a blizzard outside on the 27th of September here in Sweden. But right now it feels like it should be. In fact, who's to say it isn't? I doubt that there is. Yeah, I doubt that there is too. I know 2 years ago we had snow in October, but it was like towards the end of October. Last year we had like 1 week of snow in January and that was it. Last year was a really terrible winter. It was horrible. It's just gloomy and wet. Critically low on firewood. Your impression of critically low and the game's impression of critically low is very similar to my impression of manpower and the game's impression of manpower. But what just happened? That just went from 2 months to 0. Did it just get carted off to the market? No. What just happened to my food supplies? Oh, it's back again. Don't do that to me, game. Good grief. Maybe you were just moving it into... Wait, why is this not storing the beans? I think they really did just move. Yeah, they did. They really did just move all of it to the market. Okay. Whew. Oh, and I no longer need 2 people working here. But we are definitely at our food limit at the moment, so we are going to need more fields. And I would like to see if I can make that be for carrots and other veggies, although then we are going to have fertility issues. The nice thing about beans diet is fertility rises. Good amount of soap now, that's good. 2 people working there. How's the weaver doing? It's the tannery for the hide clothes. Weavers here. 4 weavers. Produced 35 clothes last year. Yeah, we've loads. We still have a lot of flax in storage too. Okay. Winter is over. We're into the 11th year. Farmers are heading out. We have 1 month-ish of food left. And those are margins which are far too fine for me. I don't like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and explore over on this side a bit more. Exploration points. Let's put one there. 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 And we'll see if there's some more resources over here to be used. Perhaps lost to disease, stem rot. Was the weed levels, maybe? But the weeds, they clear out when they're actually preparing the... No crop selected. Because clearly, because of this, we are completely stunted going eastwards. We can only go northwest and south. I want to try hunting boar. I don't know. Crop is sick because I have peas right after each other. But they're different types. And there is the year in between. In fact, this place... Don't know there were peas. Yeah, they just had their recovery. Child's grown up. I think that's our first. Cool. Another excavation site. We do have people coming out and taking a look around. Salvage. That's a big old forest. Oh, we have clay. Aha. Ah, excuse me. Peas and beans can make each other sick, or at least that's how it used to be. Same family. Oh. Really wish that this screen showed the soil mixture. Well, we know that one already. Turnips, not impossible, because we can actually... No, you're actually at your limit already. Carrots. Definitely can't. Carrots and flax you could do. Flax. But that would require super sandy. Grain you could. But then we would need the heavy tools. Although we have a merchant. We should probably take a look at that in a minute. What was this? Buckwheat. You could do rye with the sandy soil. Cabbages we could do. But cabbages absolutely crush fertility. Leek. Even more so. So with cabbage we would get 280. With leek we would get 400. With grain we would get 300. So leek is looking like the best option. Although that's really going to hurt the fertility. There's a way of saving these as well. That would be nice. Stem rot affects buckwheat, beans and peas. I'm wondering if we should do something similar to that with the flax as well. I think the answer to this is probably yes. Let's do flax and carrots. I only get 105 though. Still better than nothing. But I do think that we're probably going to want to start another farm somewhere. We can start down here. Nothing really stopping us from doing that. Though it's a long way away from the farm, from the housing. Nothing to stop us from setting up another housing area down here either. Is there a stat for how long crops can store before they spoil? Beans and peas are some of the ones with the shortest shelf life. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's true. I would think they're like grain. Probably has a fairly long one. But I don't have the heavy tools required to mill grain yet. Oh, you know what? The other thing we could do is... I hadn't even looked at the tier 2, the arborist building. Barn is for cattle. Yeah, I was thinking the arborist. Maybe set up some orchards and things over here. That's a bunch of blueberry bushes we can move as well. And I think that's probably a decent idea. It's deep green like that. Actually, what we could do is set up an arborist right here, and then we don't need to lose the hawthorn. Oh, this costs clay? Okay. That's fine. What is this area for farming? Terrible. So I think that we put some arborists over here. I mean, I can always move them around later if I decide to. Right. Actor of the Iron Clan. You're... No, you want gold. You want wood. You want iron. Which I can sell you. The Iron Clan wants iron. You have heavy tools, which I definitely wish to purchase. At least one of. Oh, you want iron ore, but you're selling iron. I could buy some iron. I can type into this. I can sell planks. Sell 100. That should be a good source of cash. Especially as actually they're paying a lot for it. And may as well sell all of the iron. I have no use for this whatsoever. And you're going to need 2 people here because there's going to be a lot of stuff. You're also offering a good price for coal. Interesting. You're selling fish and it's very cheap. I feel like we have enough tools at the moment. Oh, you're charging a premium for these, so maybe not. I think maybe we want another heavy tool. Let's see how this does first of all. We're here for 78 days, we have plenty of time. And yeah, your suggestion of putting arborists up on the hills is not a bad one. Up here. Although I think that these are probably too poor quality. And that's probably too close to them. It's too bad that we can't expand out this way more. This is also going to use up a lot of our clay. We need to be able... No! We have clay down here now. Which actually is a good point, because we should think about how to exploit some of this. So we were thinking about setting up farms down here. These are also blueberries. Let's get them moved. Where was that? There. Okay, so those blueberries are being moved. We have another patch of deer over here, which we definitely want to set up hunting for. There's a big sand pit. Oh, there's loads of sand in here. We have clay there, which I would very much like to make use of. Because I'm planning to actually build fields over here, I wanted those lines to be as straight as possible. That'll do for now, because manpower is still a problem. It's not providing us with a huge amount of extra food. Well, no, that's not true. All of the arborists are. The arborists are going to take time to set up. Let's get one more set of fields going on over here. Which is under food production. I'm going to leave a space. Let's make these 6 by 6. Maybe we'll make this the grain area. We'll see. Then I want to set up anti-animal fences. With some entrances, of course. We can always add more later. But that is quite a significant amount of construction that we've got going on now. So we shouldn't do any more. Meanwhile, 30 days remaining. You have stuff to sell. Please do. So that's giving us 1.4k. I think I am going to add one more of those. And I will buy another 10 tools because I think keeping those supplied is important. I'm really tempted to buy some of this cheap fish because it's so cheap. And it will keep, so it's good for the winter. Okay, that should keep them busy. We've got 12 more villagers who've been educated. Excellent. Speaking of manpower, I might soon need to expand the residence capacity. Yeah, probably. Fortunately, that little patch of greens is going to be lost, probably. Another child has grown up. Good. You're leaving in 2 days, so I don't think there's much more we can do with you. And that's fine. Once again, we only got one trader. It's ready for assignment. Yes, they are. $100 wheat, 200 rye. Let's go with the wheat. Maybe we'll get a tiny bit not really expecting that we will. And I think during the winter, we'll set up the production for windmills and bakeries and all of that. Which will also include a granary over here. What's this building again? Oh shit, that's an arborist. Yeah, don't put that there. Need to remember to change the position for the hunter, so it hunts in the right place. Actual building does not need to be there, you can move the work circle. Even for arborists. Oh, okay. So let's make this also beans and wheat. Clover work. Beans and wheat. And this one is going to be clover work. Beans. Oops. Wheat. Beans. Wheat. Glorious. We actually got the resources to build all of this very, very quickly, which was nice to see. And then I think what we're going to need is a granary. Stick right there. We get started on that. This is also relatively fertile land. So you know what? Don't put that there. Because I'll probably end up putting some more fields here. Getting rid of these fences, because if I'm going to be putting fields here anyway, there's no reason to put fences between the fields. It's just a waste of space. And at that point we can also just move the roads. Not really a problem. And then we'll probably set up the baking and milling infrastructure over here. Three months worth of food. Farthest is coming in. Another child has grown up. So natural population growth seems to be taking off a little now. did I do with my phone? Sure. I'm gonna go and find it actually real quick and grab myself another drink in the meantime. I'll just let this running because I don't think there's anything that's critical. We had a raid relatively recently. Yell at me if anything happens, and then I can fix it when I get back. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I will accept that. Housing shortage. Ah, lovely. That's the kind of problem I like dealing. Okay. Let's make one of those houses prior. Orchards and arborists. In order to gather fruit, the arborist needs fruit trees to be planted within the work area. To get started, select the fruit to plant from the arborist window and begin placing trees. Note that trees grown in the arborist may have different growing requirements from crops and have their own fertility overlay that is automatically shown when planting the trees. Okay, so we can do apples, we can do peaches, we can do pears. Is there any difference? Needing to be a little bit careful because of those stupid hawthorns. Let's try that. Five months worth of food, 4 months worth of spoilage. That is significantly more food than we got in last time. 1,199 leeks. That's why. Cool. Plus we have the fish still. So 16 levels, 16. Alright, so everyone now has food supplies. Ooh, we are getting really close to that boar. Let's see how you feel about hunting boar now. At least I have the population to replace it if things go really wrong. Cynical, I know. And there we are, winter is coming. "86 fit to work." Cynical doesn't make you wrong. That's true. I'm being an idiot putting this here. This is my main housing area. Yes, it will mean losing 6 hawthorns, but this is a terrible place for an arborist. Let's not do this. Is there a way of mass cancelling? No. Losing the 6 hawthorn is going to suck, yes. But versus the natural expansion of my main housing area, no competition. There's way too much clicking for this. Alright. We have plenty of arborists being set up over here, which I think is a much better location for them. Speaking of which, apples. Let's go with a bigger 3x3 that works. That's all where and who places them. Look at these beaches. Close enough. We'll see how those do first of all. Otherwise I'm going to be stretching myself too thin with manpower again, which is not a good idea. And Macho wants me to drink some tea, like 40 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Cheers. This is a very clear tea. Honest. And Atomarius coming in with a 32-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Atomarius. Kalkite Substitute coming in with a new follow. Welcome to the channel. And then Intro Night with a 39-month resubscription. Thank you very much for that, Intro Night. Drink mead all night long. Good advice. And there we are, year 12. Just lost to disease again. I wonder if here I should just plant something else to get rid of the diseases. They have leek blight as well now. Well, you may actually get rid of it because you're on a rest cycle. You're not. Next year you are. New travelling merchant has arrived. What you got for me, buddy? Score of the Butcher. You desperately want clothing and herbs and tools. Well, I'm not selling you those. Bricks, or stone are definitely good. Seems like a very cheap thing to do, actually. Let's bring it up to 2 people again because you're going to be busy delivering. You probably can't afford everything I have to sell. But you have meat that I could then smoke up. I don't know how overworked you are. Do I have a surplus of meat? I have a small surplus. We are just building another hunter, so maybe I do need a second smokehouse. building this road, because then I can delete the whole thing. Thank you. Alright, so... Six by 6. 6 by 6. 6 by 6. And then we want to expand the row, the fencing. Like so. And then the road. And let's make this gate. And now we do want to build a windmill. And a granary. Okay. Then eventually we'll probably delete this fence, but that's less important. I wanted to have this bit sorted out so that I could better see how everything was going to fit together. Right, I need to make sure that I'm selling stuff to merchants before they leave. That's all of the money you have. So maybe I don't want to sell all of those. Sell you the clothing. I don't feel like I necessarily need to sell the herbs. We'll sell as many as we need to sell for you to have no money left. You could sell me medicine. You can also sell me meat, and I do like the idea of the meat. Maybe a tiny bit of medicine? Like 200 worth? And then I can sell you more of these herbs to make sure that you have no money left. Then I can transfer more of this money to the town coffers. Oh, do not delete that. Definitely do not delete that. Right, and then we have the second person, who's the peddler, who is both has and is selling baskets. Wants to buy coats, wants to buy shoes, wants to buy soap. And you are selling some bricks and wheat, though we're producing our own wheat now. You're selling horses. Actually, I have less coats than I expected. We can definitely sell you soap, however. We have a lot of this. You have quite a lot of money, and I want to take that from you. It's just good business. Ah! The Weaver! Wait, this is the second time that's caught on fire, isn't it? Minimum damage, that's fine. And the other thing we do need is a bakery. But this we can stick over here because bakery actually increases desirability. Horses only used for troops, not helping you grow, and if you're like me to come back to the game, make new towns over and over, you learn to plan your farms to be a certain size so it fits the growing zones of the animals, as it's a massive fertilizer bonus. Nice. I mean, we still have the fertilizer here. Ah! Which they're actually starting to make use of now. Is that another trader on his way? That's the third one. Okay, you have some stuff to purchase from me. We are out of planks and out of stone. 2 new villagers born. Good. Where's the sawmill? It's you. Let's bring you up to 4. And stone production we will get going again. We did. We got a 3rd travelling merchant in 1 year. I mean, the only things that you really want are baskets and clothing. You are selling hides, coats, shoes. They're all expensive. I was comparing to see if the soap was going to be cheaper selling it to you, but it's not really. Oops. But what I would like to do is sell you some more soap. We're only here for 7 days though. This may not happen in time. Bring in the soap. Be able to. Never mind. Too late. It was right there. He just left. Ha! Oh well. Crops lost to heat stress. Nothing I can do about that, I don't think. Unless they use water. Oh, how is your sand this level? Could actually be a bit lower. It should not be. These are all quite rocky, but that'll get cleared out over time. Why is everyone just going home? What just happened? Oh, I think they finished their farming tasks and now all coming over here to start working on this. They all became labourers. think there's anything I really want to buy from you. No, I don't think so. Okay, 30 farmers. That's almost half of my population is on agriculture. It is the Middle Ages. Right, and then these basically want to be copying what these are doing. So, beans, grain, clover, one bean. Well, actually, can they work? No. Beans, grain, clover, work, beans, grain. Do going one down. Not a huge difference, but enough. Then all the farmers are heading back over here. So all the new houses are built, which is why our capacity's gone up. I haven't seen any complaints about being attacked by boar yet. It's because they're way up here. Another field is done. So this is clover maintenance. Beans, grain, down one. And I think... I'm wondering if I want to put a food storage thing here for the beans. I probably do. What's that called? It's called a storage building. And it's the root cellar specifically. Put it next to the granary. Two more children growing up, so fit to work, 90. We still have 53 children and infants though. Large population to come in the future. Hey, windmill! Do we have any grain? Oh man, yeah we do. Loads. Now, does grain go in a food storage thing? I don't think so. No, that would be a regular storage thing. So I think what we probably want to do is put a storage depot there. What's the difference? Like, this is smaller, sure, but it's only 10 wood less. They're not exactly expensive. Now we're back onto population shortages. Then I think the next thing that I do want to set up over here is some of this temporary housing. Impending blizzard, oh goody. So beans, grain, plenty of clover. You are churning out the flour, which is good. Bakery is still under construction. Five months worth of food. So our food supply seems to be recovering a bit more. Also, building designed to hold grain and flour to 4x4. Yeah, I think that might be the granary. Let's see. Wait, that's a 2x2. I may not have it yet. Nope, doesn't exist. Villager stricken with a fractured bone. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty stricken. That's my mouse. Can't see my mouse. It's over there. There it is. Just blizzard problems. Asian gods. We are still out of stone. Is that because we were legitimately out of stone? Oh, you know what? It might be. If you worked over there. that the 2? I guess so. Alright. Yeah, you have plenty of resources, and yes, we do just need the stone for this. So I think leaving one person, one work camp doing stone cutting, I think is just fine. We are out of firewood. That's less fine. We're not out of firewood, they just moved it to the market. I think. I hope. Maybe not. Maybe not. Year 13. Firewood recovered quite nicely. I didn't expect that to be a long-lasting issue. Here's the clay mine up and running. Oh, it is. Okay, good. So we actually have a source of clay now. Taxes collected. We gained 492 gold last year. We're still suffering a small loss, but that's totally fine. Keeping an eye on the log supply. I want to make sure that that stays positive. Lots of farming going on, so we should be getting a ton of grain coming in. I think that bread production is going to be pretty efficient. But we still don't have the bakery set up. Slowly but surely getting these. In fact, the granary should be done very soon. Travelling merchant, what you got for me, buddy? Hero of the Iron Clan, you want soap, and you're willing to pay very well for it. You want planks. I don't think I really want to sell you planks right now, though. You are selling tools, although at a premium. But I think I do still want those. We do seem to be going through them. You are selling weaponry and armor. I haven't seen how to make crude weapons. Are they a thing you can only buy? Because I know you can make bows and arrows. Don't see the need for buying crude weapons from the trader when they're just lying about after a raid. Simple weapons only available from traders at the trading post. So there's no way of making melee weapons. That seems a bit weird. But I am also wondering if I do want to increase the size of my military yet. Probably. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy some of those good weapons just so I have them. Let's buy another 6. They're not that expensive. The other thing I should set up is an apiary. It's not here, it's in resources, isn't it? Ah, you like being near trees. You also like being near crops, don't you? Actually, there's a reason to leave space between crop areas. I'm guessing that apiaries you can't move the circle. Ah. Ah. But I can put them over here. Ah. And of course they cost stone. Damn it! Right, we have the granary. Granary stores flour and grain, specifically. Good to know. And the root cellar is about to be finished, which will be for the beans. So I don't necessarily need this. These two shelters too. I didn't realise I had so many of them here. Well, there are a lot of people working quite far from home now. So I don't think it's a bad thing to have them there. There was another... Was it the hunter? Oh, there's the third bug camp. I know I had one. Oh, there's blueberries. Yes, it was you. Should be fixing this. I do kind of think that I probably should set up a forager over here. Let's do it. They're a pretty cheap way of getting things. So wood supplies are indeed going up still, so that's fine. The work camps we have at the moment are perfectly set up for the things we want them to do. 26 more villagers graduated, so our education level, we're up to 56% educated. Very good, very good. 900 beans, 200 berries, 100 smoked meat, 12 eggs. We should be getting bread soon, TM. I'd like you to prioritize that bakery though, please. Pretty please, with a cherry on top. Question, I see the game is on sale. Is it finished or do they still bring out updates? I know it was in early access for a while. It's still in early access for a grand total of another month and 3 days. No. 3 days less than a full month. So about a month. Greetings from Poland. Greetings from Sweden. And yeah, updates are constantly coming out, Antichrist. This one seems to be pretty well updated. With I think the big change coming with the full release going to be... Does this require a person? It does not. Interesting. Being a tech tree. And no, you can't change the radius. I would be able to. But we should be getting honey and wax, and with that, we want to set up a chandelier. We currently have 4 labourers. We want to have 17. Down. No, builders we're still doing a lot of. Still 5, that's fine. Ah, you're having to remove all the rocks before you can do that. That's what the labourers are for. Is this hawthorn spreading? Oh, we had some fruit. I am surprised that that's working already. Because the tree maturity is going to have to be higher. But this actually seems to be relatively decent production so far. Like we had 200 fruit just there. Or it disappeared. Very good at updating the game even though it's early access. Works better and has more than many full release games in the build genre. Really well made. Become my favourite builder game of this type. Yeah, I would say that this is definitely very, very solid. Play pinball. I know the office has started introducing pinball machines now. And I know that it gets used a lot. Not necessarily by me. Pinball's not really my jam. But it is a popular one. Really like how these trees grow up around the fields over time. Like you get little hedges going. It's really cool. Nice effect. Which incidentally, interesting little tidbit. You may notice a lot of farms in Europe, particularly, though maybe in the US as well, will have like a solitary large tree in the middle of the field, which doesn't get cut down. It's just a big tree in the middle of the field on its own. And the origin of that tree is kind of interesting. It's like, why wouldn't you just cut that down and you have a large field and you can just tract it, boom, 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 boom. It's because since those fields were established in the Middle Ages, whenever they were removing rocks, they would put them there. So the area around the tree is super rocky and can really damage farming equipment. And also, it's just a nice place to have shade. So if a farmer gets tired during the day, have a little snooze under the tree. So they still serve a purpose. It's one of those little holdovers from like the Middle Ages that's still used now. Similarly with hedges. Hedges tend to be where a lot of the rocks are left. And that's very often why you'll actually get stone walls. They're not put there on purpose. Those are the rocks that are found in the fields that just build up over time and form a wall. Who said that peasants can have breaks? True, true. Maybe a bit behind join late in catching up, but pay attention to crop infections. They will worsen and spread to other fields unless you rotate the crop type completely for a few years. Yeah, we've been having those issues over here, though. They seem to... It's gone from here. This one's calming down. You know what? It's not a bad shout. Let's just leave this one on recovery mode for a bit. Actual recovery type is wrong as well. Is that true for all of these? Oh shoot, I never updated it. Should be clover clover work. Clover clover work. Clover clover work. Clover clover work. Now let's just let that field recover because the infection it had there was really quite severe. Can we take that? Clover clover work. Oh, I'd updated all of them, but apparently I'd forgotten these three. We have more than 6 months of food. Yes, a lot of it will get lost to spoilage, but that tells me that we're in a pretty good spot to expand our population again. Well, actually, there's a lot of foresty stuff going on over here still. Get a lot of herbs and things from here. So maybe we don't do these two. Let's leave this forest alone. We can instead... Why is this road not working? Because I put it in the wrong place, Mordred. A child has grown up and we have more children being born. 99 fit to work, so we're getting very close. And there are people hiding out over here. But we probably didn't need that many. But as we expand down here, we'll probably need more and more. So that's fine. So we have a good amount of smoked meat, that's good. Looks like the leeks are the primary source of nutrition. We do have some carrots coming through now. Still no bread. Bakery is waiting for 5 planks. People are probably at home warming up because coldest part of the year. Office had a PlayStation Mortal Kombat 12 on it and FIFA and some other football manager. Nobody cared. Yeah, we have several consoles. They get used very infrequently. Although I think that we do have a Switch in like the main dining hall, which I think does get used. I think most floors, of which we have 5, have a console of some kind. Not including ones used for development of things like console Crusader Kings or console Stellaris. Critically low on firewood. We have 4 people banging out firewood. I think it's just because we had a blizzard, or towards the end of winter. You're fine. Stop complaining. We're up to 3 labourers now. There we go, snow starts melting. A row of buildings just got upgrades. Bakery is done. Excellent. Let's go ahead and put 2 people in here. And you require water. And there's a well right here. Seems to be one of the better ones. Yearly taxes collected, 492. We're still losing a little bit of money. Don't need 2 people in here right now, although we're going to be getting a trader in soon. Should probably put these back in the town. That's why I was out of stone, because they were putting in the trading post. Yep, literally that. Alright. %96 work time. That is one very efficient windmill. I feel like we should get another wave of immigration. Especially once these houses are set up. And I think that when we get that, I'm going to expand my military to 12, and then see if those 12 can take on the bandit camp. I'll save before though, because I can't really judge how strong the armies are in this, especially with the tower over there. I do know that I once sent 40 people to attack a bandit camp and they lost. But they were not armed. We have a trader coming in. It's Beldar, who is selling medicinal roots. You do want baskets, you do want shoes. I'm actually kind of tempted to buy some of those. Let's buy 50. And I will sell you 10 of those, none of those, 25 of those, 40 of those. You're selling clothing, which I make for myself. You're selling clay, which I'm fine on. You're selling bricks, which we can't produce for a while. You know what? Let's get some bricks. Yeah, they are expensive. Never mind. And you're selling beans, but I have tons of beans. You are selling chickens. I would like some of those. Let's go and set up a chicken coop. Now, does this matter where this goes? Actually, yes. This one prioritized. See if we can get those built real quick before this trader leaves, though. Don't worry about that. Offering kind of a bad price for those coats, so maybe I won't do that. You really want the baskets, however. I'll show you that. And the shoes is a neutral price. I think I'll just leave them until you're about to leave. And see what comes of it. We have another trader coming in here. Please.
Need something?
Short answer, you cannot click on the traders. You are not to know who's visiting your town. Secret information. We have Ica again. You want soap badly. You want ore, which I'll definitely sell you everything I have. I'm not going to sell you the planks because we're kind of using those. I will sell you soap, however. Because I know that you're rich. Oh, you have shields. I would like those. $12 of them specifically. Using up basically all of my money, but that's fine. And then those shields can be rolled out to these guys so that they'll actually have protection against arrows. Oh, we're being attacked. Aha! We're being attacked from two different sides. So I'm hoping that this attack unit goes and hits the tower. We may need to sally forth, as they're attacking from two different directions. You have your shields, good. Right, let's send you guys here.
It will be done!
You leave in 9 days. Did we get chicken coop? No. Sorry, or sorry. This is so unfair, attacking from two different directions at once. What's that all about? Yeah, you're coming straight for the tower, so hopefully they can... Oops, hello. Rushed it. Here comes the army. And the hunter also helped. Excellent. Right, you guys can head home. But that definitely reinforces the fact that we need to expand our military. Village was raided. Raid size 15. Raiders killed 15. Excellent. And the trader left. We never got the chickens. The army did well. Pleased with that. We have a few repairs to do. The guard tower also did good. Held them up until reinforcements could arrive. We'll want those. Sell. Iron. Well, we can wait until the rest of the iron arrives. More military equals more support needed. I know. But I feel like we're getting to the stage where I can do that. I do need another big wave of immigration. But then at that point I think we're fine. You are really clearing the trees out from this area. Bricks and iron, yeah, it's really a tier 3 thing. You're finished. Oops. No, there's no point. You guys staying there. Crops being lost to drought. Ooh, that's painful. Well, I'm glad that at the moment... No, she left and I didn't sell the... Damn it. I'm glad that we actually have a bit of a food surplus at the moment. Oh, wow, my pop cap is 199 now. People must like living here. This is going to be a lean winter. Well, actually, we have so much grain now. 62 bread. 582 flour. 1,520 grain. I kind of think that maybe we need another windmill? No, we can double up the capacity. Let's do that instead. Let's get this food production really ramping up. How much flour is needed for bread? 10 flour, 2 water, and 5 wood. Best offended bakery ever. Like, you will not steal from this store. Okay. Thankfully these fields were less affected than these northern ones. Composter is not a very efficient building. It made one compost in the entirety of last year. Checking Discord, we had a spammer apparently. Or rather, someone got their account hacked. When you get animals and more houses, the compost is going to take care of. When you have 3 to 5 of them, cover your town, you get a lot. Yeah, fair enough. It wasn't something I was particularly worried about. It was more of just an observation that this thing seems to be very slow. But we don't have animals yet, which I suspect probably produce more. We're up to 13 labourers, but it's saying that we now need 19. Plus I do want to expand my military, so... Yeah, we need this wave of immigration. I do kind of wonder if maybe this could support a second hunter. The thing is, I don't want to overhunt it, otherwise they disappear. I mean, this one hunter produced 192 meat, 12 hides and 12 tallow last year. That's pretty decent. Didn't know what toggle production did, but now I know. Well, right there. And there's in fact, you're probably one of the best supplied houses in this entire town. You have water. You're just lazy. Yeah, you have plenty of stuff. Grr. My guess is that it was so cold he didn't want to leave house to get the water. Because now he got it, and that penalty disappeared. Or rather, the warning, it's not a penalty. Wood suppliers and stone suppliers are looking extremely healthy now. Well, I guess we haven't really been building much, so that's not so much of a surprise. We should leave about 500 on the trading post. Yeah, I did not make a lot of money last season. Building is on fire. The windmill. That's a bad one to be burning, actually. Please put this out. A whole lot of people coming over to do that. Or just to watch. Hey mate, just discovered this game. Can I give my opinion on it? I think it's really good. I think this is one of the top, if not the top, medieval city builder. Big competitor to Manor-Lords. In fact, I would say they're both kind of equal for different reasons. I think that this has a lot more detail, whereas Manor-Lords has better combat, and I really like the way that houses work in Manor-Lords. Probably more than this. This is very Anno in the way that buildings work. But it has a more casual approach to resource production than Anno. I would say that those are probably the big three. Anno, Manor-Lords, and Farthest Frontier. Okay, trader is about to arrive. 561 ducats made from taxation. Taxes for luxuries. Is bread a luxury? Oh, it is. Interesting. Okay, so what do we got here? Plain Strider. You want clay, tools, pottery, iron ingots, bricks and crossbows. You are selling smoked meat, shoes, soap, jackets, and herbs. Usually the one who buys herbs? Well, you don't have anything that I can sell to you, and you don't have anything I want to buy from you. So, sorry. This person's still not being buried. We still haven't had a big immigration. Well, I guess we haven't got any extra food yet. Yeah, we need to get this year's crop in with hopefully no outstanding issues. More yield than we're supposed to get. Not too shabby. "109 citizens now fit to work." Good. Means we're sending the villagers off to the... Sorry, the children off to the mines. Are there any major shortages? No, not really. We have 102 clothing now? Good grief. Okay, that's productive. Grain levels are going down. Flour is going up, and we are producing a lot of other things. Alright, what's the other merchant? Iron Tribe, you want baskets, of which we have none. Because I haven't seen any willow for sale for a long time. You want shoes, you want soap, both of which we can sell you. You want coal. You do not want iron ore. No! Man, you are charging a premium for shields. We got those for like 30, I think. Yeah, you've jacked up all of your prices. Except for tools. This would be a good time to buy tools. stock up on them. And we can sell you soap. And yeah, I guess we can sell you these as well. Soap and shoes we seem to have plenty of. You do always have a demand for coal, and we have a coal thing right there. I was just a little reluctant to start extracting resources from this area because this is going to be where we actually set up our metal industry once we hit tier 3. Which is probably honestly what we should start really trying to work towards. Like, we have the clay for it now, we can get the planks easily enough. It's just the 3,000 ducats, and we've hit the 150 population. Yeah, we just need the money. Definitely nothing I can sell you. I can sell you clay. We do produce clay now. You would buy tools for 29. You sell tools for 28. That is technically a profit. Not a very big one, though. About the Anno comparison, I played Anno 1800 for a bit and had a small peek into Pax Romana. I'd like to understand how they compare to this. So Anno has a far more complex economic system. In fact, I would say that Anno is more of a game of logistics than it is of city building. City building is quite simplistic, and I just lost my opportunity to sell this. Annoying, but never mind. This is more of a traditional city builder, where you're trying to balance more things at once. I think that's everything I can sell to you. So we made back the money that we spent on tools, but didn't really generate any profit. Unfortunate. So what resources do we have a lot of? Iron, clay, honey. What's honey even used for? Medicine, pastries, and beer. I don't think I can make beer, can I? I should probably build a vault at some point, though that cost me 25 iron ingots, which is not cheap. Right, I could do pottery now. I have clay. I probably should. Yeah, that's... Because I have seen quite a few people demanding pottery. Just double checking. You don't sell chickens, do you? No. All right. Two more villagers born. Child has grown up, so the population does continue to grow naturally, which is nice. Low on firewood, you have 172. I do wonder if part of the problem here is the limit is too low on firewood. Because it does get used by a lot of different people. Let's make it 400 now. Because several industries use firewood too. How are you doing in terms of storage capacity? You're half full. You're less than half. So we're good. And if I did happen to build a vault, it should probably be right under the barracks. So I think I would want it to be right here. Because then you're in range of the barracks. Anyone who attacks it gets shot. And yes, I know I don't have the iron bars. That's just something we're going to have to get in the future. We can at least start building everything else. Watching the firewood choppers. Their speed is insane. How tiring would that be? I know this is speed 3, but still. Okay, that's a bit more reasonable. Still pretty quick though. So wood supplies are decreasing a little bit, but I think that's because he just spent a bunch of wood to get this place upgraded. Housing we have plenty of. Food I think we're okay for at the moment. Infection's still there. We're out of meat. We're out of willow, yes, that one I knew. Oh, medicinal roots spoil. Okay, good to know. Okay, each of these trees actually produces a lot of food. So fruit trees, pretty good. And apples in particular can last a long time. Stick them in a dry place. We have no bread. You have a bunch of it in storage. You don't have a lot of flour though. But you produced 500 plus last year, so I think you're fine. Villagers are low on labourers. A little bit. Just want another wave of villagers to come join us. There we go. 15. Perfect. And 6 of you are immediately going to be pressed into the army. Yeah. We're rather lacking in the food department here, though. Crops lost to the frost. We have 3 months of food, with 3 months being spoiled. Getting barrels would certainly be quite nice. Okay, so you are now fully equipped with equipment. Do I want to try and assault this? I feel so bad for this person who still hasn't been buried because it's dangerous. Exactly the same range that I do. That's definitely in range. This may not be. So I could set up... Oh, we already have a tower here. So if I'm able to pull their defenders back towards me, then maybe we could do it. Maybe. Let's throw in a save and just try. Okay, there goes the tower.
As you command.
We did it! Raider encampment defeated. A Raider encampment has been conquered! In addition to the spoils of war, future Raider activity has been delayed for the next year as they recover from this defeat. We gained a bunch of cash. We gained a Hubert, which is nice. Some actual weapons. Enough to equip all of my infantry anyway. Some coats. 3 shields and a bunch of smoked meat. Nice! Well done, team, and I don't think anyone died either. No, nobody did. Turn to your garrisons. Got a little bit injured, but honestly not that bad. This isn't the Lion Company, it's the Maudling Company. And immediately that person goes and gets buried. And we go and pick up all the loot. Excellent. Critically low on firewood. You have 300. That's not a critical shortage. Right, and then the other thing I can do, which is very, very important, is you're going to unfortunately have to move now. I'm sorry. Leave that. Is food production. I want a hunter's cabin. to hunt these guys. That also frees up all of these blueberry bushes. That's gold. In fact, I kind of just want to explore a bit more on this side, so let's set the exploration posts. There's an unlimited gold mine. Let's go and take a look. Although sending people out to explore in the middle of winter may not be the smartest. Well, I guess it's up to them as to whether they accept or not. Okay, that's a major headache gone. I'm really happy with that. I guess the boars are okay to hunt as long as it's just the hunters that are nearby doing it. Although, actually, this hunter... I don't think he's been in range of that guy. I'm going to go and grab another drink. My throat is starting to itch. Raid camp attacked my villagers. Well, I'm glad I was here to see that. What raid camp? I just killed it. Unless they just spawned again a little further back, which is possible. Fortunately, this go-to button doesn't work. I'm going to assume it's over here somewhere. Well, alright then. Anyway, we're into the end of winter with still 2 months worth of food. 16 years. We've been playing a while. Why do you have no ammo? Fletcher, it's you. You have... Okay, we may legit be out of arrows. It's not showing here. Make a lot more arrows is my request. But I think also that the soldiers would have used a bunch. Because we just recruited 3 new archers who need new ammunition for themselves. And then they just fired a bunch at the base over there. Anyway, we know that there is a raider camp over here, so we can't go too far in this direction. But we can go far enough. There's actually a whole lot of resources over there. Deep stone, deep gold, tons of blueberry, deep iron, regular coal, but we can also use charcoal, deep clay. The industrial potential of this zone is pretty high. Here's our first trader. Which is now kind of the objective, although we do need to pay off 50 ducats a month. So we need 600 a year. Score of the Butcher. You want herbs. Good, I can sell you those. You want clothing. Good, I can sell you those. You want honey. We don't have any use for honey at the moment. It's a free thing. And we seem to have a lot of herbs. So let's go ahead and transfer like 500. You have tallow. I'm actually kind of tempted to buy that from you. And then basically turn that into other things. Let's buy 200. It doesn't go off. Well, let's wait until my resources arrive, and then we can sell this. Yeah, we're going to be able to sell you a lot, which is good. Oh, yes, are you healed yet? Not quite. Do we think you will be at the end of this year? Maybe. Plenty of planks, plenty of firewood. Stone looks good, wood looks good. Food is rising. We're collecting our first harvest, that's probably why. Granary is mostly full of flour, which strongly suggests we need a second bakery. That can be arranged. Where do I put you? Maybe down here. This is right next to a well. This seems like a good spot for me. 127 people now fit to work, which is good. How far are we from tier 3? Long way still. We probably need 55 for tier 3. The berries are coming in as well. 600 berries stored up. 900 beans, 100 mushrooms, 250 smoked meat, 26 bread. We do have all of these berry bushes and things that we should probably do something with as well. Just need to be very careful about those raiders. But what I can do is I can put a forager shack. Let's move you over one. And put the forager in here. And we can move the blueberries a little closer. Done. Good. A drought again. We seem to be pretty drought-stricken. And then let's go ahead and place this workspace over here. What I'm tempted to do is move these much closer. But we may as well make use of this slope because I don't think anything else is. I thought I was leaving a gap there. No, I am. Quite a lot of gold over here. One thing we still haven't... That's a lot of coal. 4 coal areas. One thing we still haven't found is open water. Like no lakes or anything. No rivers. You have 30 laborers. What are you complaining about? You're oversaturated in laborer. Damn it! He left again. I didn't sell anything. Totally forgot about him. I do... Oh, he appears up here, doesn't he? Yeah. I wish he appeared up here with like a timer showing how many days were left. That's really bad, actually. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Because that was going to be one of our big sales. Especially of stuff like honey. How's my storage looking? Yeah, we have space. The amount of grain seems to be going down, so I think we can probably get to one person again. But we do seem to have an absolutely phenomenal amount of flour. So the 2 bakeries should be more than capable of making use of that. Let's go with like 3 in each. That's still an increase of 2 bakers over what we had previously. And we're at 190 of 199 population. Our population just keeps on going up and up. I need to be a little careful about getting too close to that ball. I guess we could put those in here too. And eventually all of this will have to go. How's the iron patch doing? 800 left. Okay. I mean, actually we have sufficient people that we could bump up the number of people mining iron. So let's go ahead and do that. What about the sand pit? 900 left. Do we have a limit on sand? No. Let's add one. Say... Tree maturity is almost at full, which is good. Might want to relocate the market. I think it's still pretty much where I want it to be. It will be a lot more central when I get rid of this. Construct 50 shelters in a single settlement. Yeah, population capacity is gone up again, and these should level up again relatively soon. What we might want to do is put another festival pole up in the north. Got the school over here too. Don't think we need it as much as the festival pole. Festival pole really was quite far away. And it does look like we're spreading out further and further in this direction, which again, I'm a little surprised that this boar shelter hasn't moved. 1, 2... And the boar are just up here now. Do I want to add a hunter that's just hunting boar up here? Maybe? Did we ever overcome our arrow shortage, by the way? Yes, we did. 4 months worth of food, 4 being spoiled. We do lose a lot to spoilage. Yeah, we really need to just get ourselves to level 3 settlement, which requires 3,000 ducats. plus however much we need to offset losses. Those soldiers are expensive, but we did need them. Midway through winter. So this is going to be the season of we make lots of money. Definitely that. 100%. We're going to be so rich. Year 17. Bring on the traders. Let's make some money. More builders. Probably not wrong, actually. Only up to 6. We have 26 labourers. It says we need 22. I mean, we've been growing ourselves at a pretty steady clip. This disease is almost gone. It's gone. So this season, you are supposed to be growing things. And looking at your neighbours, your rest is meant to be number 3. Then it goes beans and leeks. Leeks. Beans. And leeks. And this should be... Okay. All of my fields are once again productive. We got rid of the diseases. So yeah, don't mix beans, peas and buckwheat. Four new villagers immigrated, 2 newborn, so we're at 199 population now. Thankfully, we expanded our population capacity just in time to do that. 134 people fit to work. Where are the traders? We're actually running out of money. Nope, that's one of ours. I mean, what I can do is I can transfer this... There he is. Gold. Into the town if I need to. We do need to buy iron. If we can. Right, what do you want? You want iron. Perfect. I will sell you all of this iron. You want fur? I'm not selling you that. You want baskets? I don't have any. Why do I not have any candles? We have a chandler. I will sell you planks. It's true. Why are you not producing anything? Oh, that's the potter. We make 12 of them. Oh, we're probably just selling them to our own people. How much wax do we have? 35. Plenty, in other words. I'm going to get a second person. What am I losing up money on, my army? I have this barracks full of troops. Now, is there anything you have that I want? Not really. The heavy tools are fairly cheap for once. But no, we're not buying, we're selling. Hey, we have a candle. We had a candle. It's gone now. Do more pottery. Population is something that I do now actually have. Let's have more people doing clay. Which is that? 700. That's fine. Villagers being cured of typhoid, that's good. We have a second trader coming in. Excellent. And what do you want? You want lots of things that I have lots of. Perfect. I will sell you 50 of those. I will not sell you any tools. I'll sell you 50 of those. I will sell you 75 of those. I will sell you 75 of those. Unfortunately, you don't want to buy clothing. You'll buy pottery for 12. Sorry, you'll sell pottery for 12. You'll buy it for 11. That is not a good deal. You sell clay for 7. You don't buy clay though. You do sell beer for 10. Bricks for 12. Nah, your tools at the moment are horribly overpriced. Alas. 50 villagers graduated. Good grief. That's quite a few. I do need iron, yes. You're selling it relatively cheaply, so you know what? Let's buy... Just 25 cost me. 300. This will at least allow me to build the vault. And hopefully with all the stuff that I have to sell you. Especially because you're actually willing to pay a premium on those planks. We have some baskets. Wait. Ow. We have no willow, and we haven't had any for a while. 4 new villagers spawned. We've made it over 200. Our population is booming. Alright, start selling. Oops. There we go. Now we're starting to get some cash. Which is good, because we need it. Don't need to bring those in anymore. We have 43 days of bringing this stuff in. I should also drop off a grand at the town storage. And there's the vault. It's built. We can store up to 25,000. Oh, it stores weaponry as well. Oh, okay. That's another 2 grand. Unfortunately, because the way our economy is working at the moment, unless a 3rd trader came around, which I doubt that they will, we're not quite going to have enough money to actually upgrade our town centre. We're going to be so close. We're going to be like 200 ducats short. Because we could afford the 3,000, but we wouldn't be able to afford the 600 we would need in maintenance payments. More traders will come once your trade center gets upgraded. Yeah, but that doesn't help us this year. That's what I mean. Alright, take everything back. We're done with this season of trading. We have no animals, except for horses, which I'm not interested in. That was a lot better, though. I feel like we probably could have hit Tier 3 this year if we'd actually sold stuff last year. I'm a little bit gutted that we didn't. But so it goes. It's fine. We'll survive. Five months of food, 3 of losses, that's okay. Going into the winter, we haven't even hit autumn yet, which is the harvest season. I mean, we haven't. It kind of looked like our grain supplies were rising again. Yeah, they are. So we can probably stick you back up to 2 people. But I think it's generally candles and pottery that we can just bump up our production of and make them just really good trade goods in the future. Labourers are down to 16, but that's fine. We're not really doing much expansion stuff at the moment. We're just trying to generate cash. Once we hit tier 3, that's when the next wave of expansion will happen. And then we probably need to get our third set of farming down here, or maybe even 3 or 4. 3, 4, maybe even 5. So I think the fertility here is decent. Yeah. Maybe even some down here. This looks like it's going to be our major farming area. Which does make me a little bit curious about what's down here. So let's take this as an opportunity to go and have a look. You need to be careful of you. Do. That'll keep our labourers busy for a little while. Seven months of food. We have plenty of housing, so we may get another population wave. Oh, actually killed. Oh, found a wolf den. Summon the army! No. Good. Oh, big deer. Another village dead. Water! Fish! Aha!
Right away.
Is that all of them? Nope, let's say. Raid camp. Wait, did I lose 2 archers? No predators. Oh, there is. There was a wolf down here. I've seen him out there. But now that we've killed the wolves there, and I know that there's another deer thing, I just really like hunters as a source of resources. So let's go ahead and place him. We can always move it later if we move the food production down. But we did lose 4 or 5 people there to death. predators and the like. But then we just gained 4 more, so eh. "13 labourers. Fine. However, losing... Yeah, we did. We lost 2 archers. That stings a bit. I kind of prefer it's the archers dying, because they're equipment I can at least replace. The equipment of the close combat people, more expensive, because I can't make that for myself. I still don't know what killed the archers, though. Was it one of the wolves? Must have been. So did we reveal anything good? More hunting, but that's a long way out. A bunch more forage over here. Coal. There does seem to be a fair amount of coal and metals and things like that on this map, which is nice. Salvage. Blueberries. A ton of blueberries. But covered by that raider encampment. Lots of forage down that way. More blueberries. Big open space. Is that the lake? Yes. Not a very big lake. But it is still a lake. And it can still be fished. What's all that? That's a ton of blueberries. Wolf den over here. That's the other raider encampment. But if we kill that wolf den, then we can start exploiting this area for sure. There's another raider encampment, so we've seen 2 of them. Unlimited clay, more blueberries. And we didn't explore this bit very much. Deer, coal, sand, deep stone. Yeah, it's just a variety of different resources, which is nice. Meanwhile, the winter is about to end. There it is. Year 18. No, I'm not playing the beta. I wanted to have a version which would be less likely to be ruined by updates. Because they did say that they were releasing new builds every week or 2. And when you stream a week or 2, every week or so, that is more difficult to then have save games that don't break. Did the hunter down here get finished? Yes, he did. I want to start getting fishing going. This is a long way from home. The logistics chains down to here would be nightmarish. Might be worth clearing out these trees over here and just turning this into another village. Because then we would have population for the fishing, for the industry, could be shared between the 2 towns. We have a lot more industry over here. Wood cutting, obviously. Right, there's tons of woodland. Merchant! What can I sell you? Clothing. Pottery, and you're willing to pay exorbitant prices. That's what I like to hear. You're selling pelts. I'm actually kind of tempted to buy those. Shields and hide coats provide +4 armor. That actually sounds awesome. Alright, let's go and add 250 coats. Because those ones we definitely have a surplus. Pottery we can add 50. Because those we have a surplus on. And that'll do for now. We do actually have a surplus of pelts. Pelts, that's in the clothier. Which is in here. The shoes is the cobbler. Which is you. You're already full. But shoes we seem to have a surplus on. Coats we not always. Oh, you require water. Is there a well here? No. Oh, let's build a well. That is an amenity? No. Food? No. Resource? Yes. Ah, that's because there isn't much water. There is a well right there. We have a water thing. And we're full. Raiders! Oh, nay. So you're coming into here. I do kind of feel like we should probably... No, I mean, this is still there. You're fine. So I think what I want to do is get the army deploying over here. And we'll go and intercept this force before they can cause shenanigans. Take the high ground. You lot of the archers. You lot of the front liners. Now we need you guys to sprint over here, quickly as you can. So they've gone via the boar thing. Oh, they're here already.
As you command.
Done. Right, merchants. Don't forget the merchants. Merchants. Let's do it. Good. And I can sell you a lot of things. That's all your money already. Should probably have prioritized the pottery. But I was talking about buying some of these because they're really cheap. So let's go ahead and buy and transfer those, and then we'll sell you this in exchange. You're also selling soap for only 8. What are you buying? Yeah, I really shouldn't have bought sold the clothing, because you're paying extra. 12 instead of 10. But you want the iron, which I really want to sell you. Those candles is a terrible price. The pottery is an price. Gladly sell you those. Gladly sell you those. Hang on. Yeah, it's the wrong way around. It's fine. Buying tools for 32. 42. Damn it. Village was raided. Raid size 20, raiders killed 18. Nothing was stolen. The army did good. Did I send you home? I didn't know. Because I don't automatically go home, which means I can just starve to death. I now have more than enough money to press the upgrade button. At which point it probably becomes no longer conducive for me to be selling iron. Well, we have so much iron around, I don't think it's really going to be that much of a problem. Is this a new game? Compared to the last week? No. Same game as last week. 200 clay, 172 planks, yeah. Some pottery, sell it. Well, that's in the town, not in the inventory. That we can definitely sell. Keep this open so you can see the construction. Okay, so the other trader is now gone. We're here for another 20 odd days. We're just bringing in the clay, which does have to come quite a long way because my clay pit's in the far, far south. But it should get here eventually. Tools, I still have 30. Crude weapons, we have 15 of those, we're fine. Right, we have 15 because we looted a bunch of swords from the raider camp that we took. Which meant that the crude weapons went back into storage. 4 new villagers were born. We need to expand our population cap again. Sometime not too far from now. We're actually able to sell most of the stuff that you were buying, which is great. We still have 1.4k in the bank in the town. Oh, 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 oh! Boom! Tier 3. Let's get ourselves more of these. Try to get the absolute most out of it that we can, and that's done. So, now let's make sure that we turn off all of the items in inventory. So I have a better idea of exactly what I have. Awesome! So, tier 3. We can now build a number of new things. Furniture workshops, breweries, which uses the honey. Honey and grain. That's not beer, that's mead. Foundry, at last. So we can actually produce metal for ourselves. And going hand in hand with that is the blacksmith forge, which allows us to make swords, heavy tools, and regular tools. Brickyard allows us to do bricks. Glassmaker allows us to do glassware. Paper mill lets us do paper. Bookbinder turns paper into books. Oops, using that. And we can then get a quarry with a high level of desirability penalty. New amenities, the pub. Apothecary's shop, although this requires a hospital and a theatre. No new housing. We can get the Cooper to finally get barrels once we have metal. Preservist building. Oh, jars! For berries, carrots, turnips, and fruit. Uses up glassware. But that should solve a lot of our food issues from just spoilage. That and the barrels. Resources we're already looked at. Defences, let's just get stone walls. Stone roads. Man, those are expensive. 20 each. Okay. We're going to need a lot of stone in this tier. Crates and barrels, trees, flowers, statues. I'll have a large statue of myself, please. 2,500. 65 metal and 50 stone. That's very expensive, but also very desirable. Plus 11 desirability just from having the statue. Impressive. Anyway, that is unfortunately going to be it for now. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you would like to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out. Lets me do more of this kind of content. You can, of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking. If you're on the YubTubs, also consider subscribing for different reasons, because then you get the notifications when I go live. Usually I stream at 6 in the evening. I probably won't. I don't know for sure yet if I am. So stay tuned to Discord. Generally the default is going to be, if you don't hear from me, I won't be streaming. If you do hear from me, then I will be streaming. It may also not be at 6. It may come later. I don't know. My plans this evening are annoyingly not made properly. Yeah. But otherwise, I think that's it for me. I should be back tomorrow, most likely at 12-ish. We'll play some more of this. So thanks, everyone. I will see you all next time. Until then, bye-bye.